All right, it's Keely Arisa here again with Brewer Media Group. And of course, Miss Cheri Hudgins has joined us once again because, as you know, she always has those events planned to help you out and help all of our listeners out to just have a better life. It's all of it. Tell us about some of these events. You got a lot planned for this year, Cheri.
I do. I am so excited. So yesterday I was able to go pick up my books called Time for the Talk. They're workbooks, and it's 4 volumes. And so this upcoming Tuesday, July the 14th, the doors will open at 4. It starts at 5 to 7. And it's pretty much going to talk about what the book is.
Okay.
And I have a panel that will be there. I have Amanda Jelks, I have Donna Johnson, I have Gretchen Wynn, and then, of course, myself. And we are going to talk to families about getting prepared, being proactive versus reactive when it comes to their loved ones. And what does that look like, from estate planning to your insurance to even your investments. And then, of course, when you come to me, you should have everything kind of together.
Yeah.
And you can make
sense.
good decisions.
Keeps people from fighting
Yes.
inside the family, I think.
It does.
When you already made those decisions, they don't have to make them for you. It's definitely...
And not just that, but I always tell people just knowing what mom and dad wanted. So when they do get something happens, if they didn't want to be on life support, they didn't want, X, Y, and Z, then that's lifted off of your shoulders as well.
Sometimes it's hard to talk about that. I think it's kind of one of those taboo things people don't want to talk about, but it's so important. And, it does happen to everybody. And that's the fact of life. And so, I love this. It's a good information.
It is.
For sure.
And just even with that first volume where it's just getting started, that's any age, what to start having conversations at the table about. So that can be anybody's age. And then, of course, once you get into crisis, things can happen.
Yeah, unfortunately, things happen at all ages. So,
it does.
It is.
It is what it is.
It is.
It's life.
I know it's sad and it's very upsetting, but it definitely can be easier if you have a plan in place.
Yeah.
I love that these books finally came out. I know you were talking about them or writing something. You didn't really talk about them too much, but it's so exciting to see, and they look so nice.
Thank
Did you show them? Can you or no? You can.
I can. Can you? I need to.
Yeah,
Here we
that
go.
one.
Okay, I'm over here all in mine. So yes, this is the first one. This is the getting started. How do we go about having that conversation? And then I just kind of open up. So like I said, it's workbooks. It's not. I didn't want to put it in like all these words. That can become overwhelming.
Yeah.
And even combining all of this can become overwhelming as a one workbook. So I had a good friend of mine, and she was like, "Cheri, don't do a whole book. Just break them up." So I was like, "Okay, that's cool." Again, it can meet people where they are, or they can get the entire book. So
I like how they're small. They don't feel overwhelming. Sometimes it's like, what am I, in college or something?
Right.
I can't do all this homework, but that is
Exactly.
nice. They're split in small sections too, so you can work through page at a time. You don't have to do the whole book. It's nice.
Yeah, and then even in the book, I even tell you, just take a break because it's a lot of looking for things, putting stuff together, stuff and to think about. And I also give you some Bible verses and telling you to kind of, take a breath.
Everybody needs that sometimes. I love it. Perfect. Well, let's so you have a few more events. I know we'll probably have you in the future.
Oh yeah, I'm coming.
Is there one you're really looking forward to?
I am. There's one I am very excited. All of them are great. Our conference will be in November. That's National Caregivers Month. But one that's getting ready to come up, which is called the Sandwich Generation. Employers, are you ready?
Okay.
And I personally feel like a lot of corporations are not having this conversation, and it's getting ready to be an epidemic of
what is the sandwich generation?
So sandwich generation is you have Generation X, which is myself.
Okay.
And I have a child, but I also have an aging parent. I'm caught in the middle of it all, and now I am having to make sure that I'm watching over my kids as well as my mom or my dad, and trying to work at the same time. So what are employees going to do when that situation comes up in a family, in their employee that's great needs to take off or needs to work from home or calls out at a certain time of the day or whatever. So.
I think about that a lot. We have a few people here with elderly parents, and I always think that because our boss is so gracious with it.
Yep.
She definitely works with everybody. But I think about if you work somewhere else, like what would you
Mm-hmm.
do? I mean, it's hard, and especially like you said, if you have kids, you're already having to call out, for they get sick or
Exactly.
something happens at school or
Yep.
weather, and then that added on top of your parents is so overwhelming.
Mhm.
So,
And then the person,
yeah.
the mental stability of having to juggle two two sides of your family, your parents and your children, and then keeping yourself sane. That's hard within itself.
Yeah, they call that caretakers.
Mm-hmm.
Something. Yeah, I've heard of that. It's definitely, and you add in kids on top of that. Oof.
I know, right?
I don't even have kids, and it stresses me out thinking about it.
Yes, yes. It's
Well,
just
thank you so much, Cheri, for coming
Yeah.
in. We always love to hear about your events because, like I said, they're always so informative, and they're really
Thank
here to
you.
help people get through different points in their life. So
Mhm.
we appreciate it. Once again, give us some address, websites,
yeah.
some social media, because I know you post this stuff all the time. So
I do.
You send out a lot of reminders. So if somebody wants to join.
Yes. So to register, go to www.timeforthetalk.org, and all the events are on there. Just go on there and register. They're all are free.
Okay.
And if you need to call me, you can call me at 423-355-3518, and we are on all social media platforms.
Perfect. And that's Rose of Sharon?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yep.
All right. Thank you so much, Cheri.
Thank
We will
you.
see you next time you're in.
All right. I appreciate you having me.